This is the victim we're talking about, 21-year-old Grant Ronnebeck. He was working at the Quick Trip on Stapley and Broadway when Apolinar Altamirano asked for a pack of cigarettes and threw down change. He then got angry because the clerk was taking too long counting the change, and police say that's when he shot Grant.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, another example of an illegal alien committing a heinous act. Joining us now is Steve Ronnebeck, father of Grant Ronnebeck, who was shot and killed by the illegal alien, robbing or getting impatient, whatever he was doing in that quick store. His son Grant murdered by the illegal alien in Mesa, Arizona in January of this year. And Steve, welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You have the thoughts and prayers and sympathies of myself and everyone watching, I'm sure. And I know that your brother, Grant's uncle, testified yesterday. You were otherwise indisposed before Congress, along with the parents of other children who were killed by illegals. And I know that you're in favor of something that you have come up with called Grant's Law. What would that be, sir?
Well, Grant's Law was written by Representative Matt Salmon. Basically, what it does is these illegals that have been arrested or convicted of felonies, violent crimes, even some that aren't so violent. Basically, what it does is these illegal aliens are not released back out onto the streets. They are immediately turned over to ICE. They go to the top of the list for deportation. Those deportation hearings must happen within 90 days.
No, that's
so.
Yeah.
There's no chance for them to hit our streets again.
Yeah, that certainly does make sense. Before I ask you some other things, what would you want us to know about Grant? What kind of young man was he?
You know, Grant was probably one of the nicest people that anyone could meet. His smile is infectious. Even when he was a baby, it was infectious. And that's one thing. Even his customers at QT, when this all happened, we would get messages from simple customers that would say, you know, your son, the way he smiled and the way he treated us, it brightened our day. He was never in a bad mood. He never treated anybody ill. You know, he was just that good of a person.
You know, I'm sure you're familiar with some of the testimony that took place yesterday, not only from your brother, but from others, parents of other victims. Ever in your wildest dreams, I mean, did you have fears based on where you live and based on the situation with the border and that it would come to this in this country?
No, at the time, no, I didn't.
Do you, what are your feelings on Donald Trump? Do you credit him with bringing this issue to the, into the fore? Do you believe that these hearings would have taken place and the publicity that it's getting, rightfully so, would have been there without Donald Trump making the statements he's made?
You know, I will credit Donald Trump for definitely bringing this to the forefront. Moreover than that, I think that Catherine Steinle in San Francisco, her murder, it happened just about the same time. So I think that those two things hand in hand is what catapulted this up to the status where it is now. Absolutely, Donald Trump has made it very clear his feelings, and I know that one of the mothers yesterday said, you know, I felt like I was heard after Donald Trump made his statements, and I think that goes. I think there's a lot of us that feel the same way. Is that, you know, once he made those statements, you know, it felt like somebody was listening.
Yeah, Donald Trump was heard. She felt like she was heard. H-E-A-R-D. Okay, good. I just want to make that clear. Yes. No. I think that's very important. Do you you have faith in the Congress and the President to do the right thing here?
I have faith in Congress. Absolutely.
Well, that does speak volumes. Once again, sir, you know, I just believe that your son is looking down from a better place, and he's very proud of what you and your brother and the others are doing, especially in his name, and to try to make sure that there are no more victims of this kind of lunacy and lawlessness. And again, I thank you very, very much for sharing your time with us today.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me.
Is there any kind of a website or any kind of fund or anything you want to talk about set up in your son's name, or no?
You know, if you were to go to my Facebook page, there's a Grant Ronnebeck Foundation that's being set up.
Great.
It's in the process right now.
Okay, that's good. So we'll go to Steve Ronnebeck on Facebook, and we'll find that foundation. Thank you very much, Steve. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Take care. All right, folks. Up next, Roger Simon, co-founder of PJ Media. Don't go away.